Welcome back to the Stand Your Base channel. I'm here with my boy LT. My name is Lucas Drizzy Drake. We got a banger of a card pulling up this weekend. How we feeling, LT? You excited?
We got some good fights coming up in the light heavyweight championship. You know, it's coming home. Uh, we'll get to that obviously the specifics, but yeah, we're pulling for Yuri. Um, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good card, man. What else can I say?
Yeah. I before we get into these predictions though, I kind of want to get your thoughts on I know this is random. I didn't tell you before we started recording, but I wanted to get your thoughts on. Did you see Islam tweet out the things about Ilya saying everything he's been saying
Yeah,
is
he didn't
mad
get
fake?
paid.
He didn't get paid. He
Yeah,
asked for a higher amount, didn't get the money, and then just decided to back out.
I think it's an embarrassment to everybody involved, honestly, because I remember a time in the UFC where super fights used to happen like once a year, where they would, get double belts. There used to be so many double champions in the UFC,
Hmm.
and I don't know. Everyone's afraid to fight each other. It seems like nowadays without getting paid, unless they get paid $15 million, like Ilya was saying, and I guess Jon Jones turned down a similar contract. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous, man. The
Yeah.
people want good fights. I mean, obviously these fighters need to get paid more. That's goes without saying, but not they're asking for too much. The people at the top of the food chain, and I don't know. I feel like the fans they deserve a little bit better, but
Everything
it's not
Ilya's been
me. It
saying
ain't me,
has been
man.
false, bro. He's like pulling a Kendrick right now. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everything Kendrick said about Drake has been false.
Don't listen to this dude about anything with that, man. We got a Drake rider. This dude's name is Drake, so obviously he's gonna be pulling for Drake. So don't listen to anything about that. But yeah, these fighters, man. These fighters are not like Kendrick or whatever the hell Lucas just said. But we deserve better, man. I don't know. Get your shit together. We want to see the fight. Who
Yeah,
cares if you don't get your 15 million, dude? Take your 5 million and be happy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's people living paycheck to paycheck in the UFC. So I don't know. You gotta count your blessings, bro.
yeah. But that was pretty much it. Let's get on with this card. UFC 327 happening in Miami. We got Yuri going up against Carlos Olberg. Yuri and his guys. Me and my guys. Go to the
I
whole
showed
some
them
crazy
something.
guys.
I showed them something crazy.
But we'll get to that later though. But we're gonna start with this fight right here. Mateusz Gamrot going up against Esteban Ribovic. Now,
Yeah,
Ribovic,
we got a good fight.
I didn't really start noticing him until the Sphere, where he had that fight with Daniel
That's when
Zellhuber.
most people. That's when most people notice him for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean the amount of punches that he throws every fight he does. I mean he throws a significant amount of strikes every single time he goes in there. Going up against Gamrot
Yeah,
though, who's pretty good at grappling. Lost to Dubronx though, kind of got embarrassed by Dubronx. But Ribovics gets if Ribovics gets this fight, he's gonna get ranked definitely too.
yeah,
Honestly, I
yeah.
see
Absolutely.
Ribovics winning this, bro. I see
This
Ribovics
is
winning this.
Rebovic's. I see it. Obviously, I don't know if I have to think about this, but what I was gonna say, this is obviously Rebovic's biggest fight. He's been putting up good fights. Won two out of his last three. I think we just saw. Um, I don't know. Yeah, there's really nothing. There's nothing else to say. It's will he rise to the occasion? I think he will. I think we saw the best of Gamrot already. I'm not sure how old he is, but yeah, I think we saw his peak in the UFC. I'll be pulling for Ribovics.
Oh, yeah, I want those young guns coming up, bro. I'm trying to see some new
Yeah,
blood, my guy.
exactly. We've seen a lot of, like we said about Chase Hooper too.
Get
Like we've seen
Peyton
a lot of
Talbot
these.
out of here, bro.
Yeah, we've
Get his
seen a
gay
lot of
ass out of here.
these failed prospects. So let's see Ribovics go out there and beat an
You see,
established fighter like Gamrot. That'd be nice.
yo, this is random, but you ever heard that story of Peyton Talbot sending Aiden Ross his cock and balls?
Nah, dude. Anything I listen to, dude. Anything I hear about Aiden Ross is against my will,
He
dude.
asked Peyton
That's
Talbot to come on stream
fuck Aiden Ross,
just
bro.
to like talk with each other, and Peyton Talbot sent him that.
That's hey, man. That's respect. Aiden Ross doesn't deserve nothing. So
Let's get on with this
hey,
next fight, man. This is your boy. This is your boy, bro. Talk about your boy right here,
that's
man.
my boy. I don't know. I don't know what there is to talk about, but it's just going to be a really good fight. We got Randy Brown taking on Kevin Holland. And we were looking at obviously the wins and losses before this, and we did notice that Randy Brown recently lost to Brian Battle,
Mhm.
which is if you guys know anything about what's been going on with him in recent times, he's let's just say he's in a bad spot. He's probably never going to make it back to the UFC, but hey,
Yo,
we've seen crazier things.
he missed weight by
So,
like 6.5 pounds, right? That's why he
well,
got
not only that, he's in the minor leagues and he's like losing fights, and like I think it's like
I
BKFC
remember
he's
I
losing
remember he had
fights
that
in.
crazy
So
knockout though with the dude going on the floor and then the ref didn't
he
stop
had
the fight.
promise. Yeah, he had promise, but he just never. I don't know. But anyways, this isn't about Brian Battle. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
taking on Kevin Holland this time around. Um, it's such a wild card with Kevin Holland. You never know what he's gonna show out with. He might be a stand-up guy, like what we saw with Rodriguez in that fight. You can see him try to wrestle. Obviously, we've seen that many times.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll take Kevin Holland. I just like seeing him fight. Obviously, hopefully he gets to. What did he get last year? Like 6 fights?
Yeah, you got the
Six
record.
fights, I think,
6
on the
fights
year.
last year.
Did he get the record? Yeah, whatever it
This is
is.
a this is a this
So
is a fun question. It's already April, right? And
let's
we're
hear it.
seeing Kevin Holland's
Yeah,
first fight of the year. How many fights do you
yeah, he's
see
not gonna
him?
outdo himself.
How many fights do you see him doing this year? We're already 4 months in, man. He might like.
It depends if he wins. It honestly depends if he wins or loses this fight. But if he wins, I don't know, maybe 3, 4.
Mm,
Definitely not 6, but maybe like 4 times. I don't know. That's
yeah,
it's a good question.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see about that.
I got Kevin Holland too, by the way. I didn't say my
Yeah,
thoughts on
Randy
this yet.
Brown. I mean, he's a good, solid fighter. I just feel like Kevin Holland bounces back. But here's an interesting fight
Yeah.
as
For
well.
some reason, the UFC decided to do a Bellator edition type of fight. We got two
I'm not
people.
complaining though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got two people coming over, and usually the story with Bellator fighters coming to UFC is that they're losers. Okay, they're not meant for the UFC. The UFC's top dog shit. But from these two guys, well, except for Aaron Pico, because
We've
he got
seen
knocked out. But
we've
from
seen a
these
lot of
two guys,
champions
though,
from semi-pro.
but from
Let's
these
not
two
shit on
guys,
everybody.
but from these two guys, though, I think except for Chandler, these two guys have been pretty good out of the Bellator and MVP as well.
Recently, in
Yeah,
recent times, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But MVP, shitty last fight, by the way. But
What are you gonna do?
nothing. But Patricio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico right here. I'm going with my boy Patricio Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely got more experience in fighting in general. Was Aaron Pico a champ in Bellator?
I couldn't tell you, man. I'm not a big fan of Bellator. I only watch the big leagues. I can't lie.
I know Pitbull
But
was, so I definitely know that he's got tons of experience with that stuff, be like defending stuff. But that's Bellator, you know what I'm saying? But he's going against up another guy coming from there, so it's
yeah.
gonna be like he's gonna be in his own turf.
hmm Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there, but don't sleep on Aaron Pico. He actually had a really good fight until obviously he got dropped by that spinning elbow or spinning back fist, whatever it was, against Murphy. It should be a good fight, but I'll probably take Pitbull as well. But yeah, you pretty much
Actually, when you
nailed it
put it
there.
like that, though, like you having a pretty good fight against Murphy, and then Murphy doing a pretty good performance in his last fight.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I can see
it's
good
gonna be an
things
interesting
about
fight for
Pico.
Pitbull.
I wouldn't be upset if Pico wins. You know, I'd be happy for him. Is he
Yeah, I'm
getting
just
ranked
looking
if he
for a good
wins
fight.
this?
Uh, I got to look at the featherweight
That would be kind of
standings, but
fucked. I'm
maybe.
not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
if he takes down to 13, maybe there's definitely a chance he makes top 15. So we'll see if he wants it, man. We'll see. This is a fight, really. Who's more hungry? Who wants it more? So I guess
Hmm.
we'll find out Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. Cub
Here's an easy fight.
Swanson.
I
Yeah.
think. I think here's an easy fight. We got a retirement guy, and here's another thing. Dana's been really nice giving these old fighters their retirement fights because I remember a time where if you got a retirement fight, you were gonna lose. They gave you an up and comer who was ready to take your head off. So for somebody like Cub Swanson to go against Nate Land, how do you say it? Landwehr,
Landwar. I don't remember.
whatever is. Hey, we've done this before. Sometimes we don't give people the benefit and we just say their name wrong.
Yeah.
This might be one of those times. We're going to be pulling for Cub Swanson, obviously one of the
Get an
most
easier last name. Change your last
Yeah. Well,
name.
there's one thing. Yeah, Cub Swanson's an absolute fan favorite. People,
Yeah,
you know, they ride with Cub Swanson. So yeah, I'm gonna pick him for this fight.
I'm with you here,
Pretty
FD.
simple.
I'm with you
Good
here.
career, man. I'm gonna be rooting for you. Simple
Yep.
as that.
Is it now gonna
Up
be
next,
like?
though.
Is it now gonna be like a
Oh, go ahead.
reverse curse where now they're only gonna be winning? Did Michael Chiesa
Maybe it
like
seems like it.
break
Yeah.
it, or did that guy
Well,
just suck
it
so
also took
bad? Like
Nico
that guy.
Price. It also took Nico Price being so bad that it was
You got me, bro.
paradoxical. Yeah, the shit was a paradox. That's
Yeah.
how the curse was broken.
This is a fun
But
fight.
anyways,
This is a fun
yeah,
fight.
we don't. I think if there's a fight to end in knockout or a finish in any way,
Yeah.
this is probably the fight.
This is a
I think
fight
both of
that
them are
like
just gonna be.
this is a fight that you get on UFC 5 with your boy and you're like, "Yo, let's just choose some like crazy
Yeah,
ass fighters." And these are the two
yeah, you're
fighters
gonna
that are
see
being
some
picked.
nice moves.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot of spinning back fists. You're gonna see some flying knees. Hopefully, hopefully some cartoonish fighting.
Dominic Reyes
Both of them are
was
kind of
really on
known
a
for
come
it.
up. Dominic Reyes was really on a
He
come up,
was.
bro, before that
There
his
was like
last
a
fight.
half a year. Yeah, there was like a
People
year and a
were
half maybe
people
where
were like,
people
"Is he
thought he was back.
really, is he coming back?
But
Like,
hey,
is he actually doing?" But hey, like you all get stopped. I think is he getting there in age? I don't know his age at
yeah,
all, but he's
yeah,
getting up
he's getting
there.
there in age.
Johnny Walker too,
I'm
known for the most goofiest knockouts of all time, and not on other
Yeah, but I'm
people, on
still
himself.
he's you would think he's not a good fighter just the amount of times you see him getting knocked out, like obviously in the fashion that he gets knocked out in, but he's a good fighter. I'm going to take him here. I think Dominic Reyes is only getting older, so yeah, the obvious pick for me is Johnny Walker
The way
by
Johnny
knockout.
Walker gets knocked out is he bends over forward and then his arms raise up for some reason like he's a puppet on strings and like the guy
Nothing
picks
compares Nothing compares to his knockout where he got knocked out like 5 times in one fight. He
Yeah.
just kept going limp and the ref wouldn't stop it. That's when I think of a Johnny Walker knockout, that's what I think of.
But
Nothing like it.
I'm gonna go with Reyes on that one though. I'm gonna go with Reyes.
Oh, really?
I
All right,
honestly
hey.
like
Power to
it
you,
would
man.
be so sad
Power
if
to
I
you.
see Reyes get knocked out here, bro, and Johnny Walker going crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we see Dominic Reyes. I don't want to say he hangs it up yet, but this is going to be the fight where
It's
he
gonna be a
realizes
stand-up
that
fight. I think
yeah.
honestly, Johnny Walker. I might be dumb for saying this, but Johnny Walker, I feel like, is more reckless with his stand-up, and Reyes is more tactical in a way.
No, they're both way too reckless. I think it's going to come
Bro,
down to who
Dominic
throws the
Reyes
better
beat
strike.
Jon Jones. Okay, he beat Jon Jones. You're telling me a dude that beat
You're
Jon
going to
Jones
bring
is not?
something up from that was 15 years ago, brother.
But it
That was a
happened
million
though.
years ago.
It happened though.
The fact you even brought that up is actually kind of crazy. And now I'm doubling down on Johnny Walker. Now I'm actually going to be rooting against Dominic Reyes. Dominic, if you're watching this, I'm
Because
sorry,
you're scared. Because you know what
but
happened. That's why.
Lucas just made me go against you, so it's nothing personal. It's just how it is now. Anyways, before I let this guy say anything bad about Jon Jones again, we're going to be
Yo,
talking
Jon
about.
Jones. Did you see that video of Jon Jones pulling up to that?
Yeah,
dude
I
in the
did
road
actually.
rage
Imagine.
incident?
All right, let's break the predictions for a second here. Imagine that you were driving, you cut somebody off, or they cut you off, and they come out of their pickup truck, and it's Johnny Bones Jones. What are you doing, bro?
The guy
What are you
didn't know.
doing?
Like, he didn't know it was John.
Yeah, he didn't know who he was.
So he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh man, dude, if you know who that was, I think any logical person just going back in their car, dude. Like you know exactly what kind of person that is, man. I would not mess with that.
That's an evil dude.
That's an evil. Yeah,
Bro,
we
he
can
had his
agree on
hand
that,
in his
man. He's
pocket,
fucking
bro.
evil.
He had his hand in
Yeah.
his pocket.
He had his hand in his
Maybe-
pocket and the middle finger in the other. That was tough, dude.
Who knows, bro? Maybe he had a gun. It's Jon Jones. He likes to beat women. Okay.
He did. He likes running around with shotguns too. Back in his day, man.
Yeah.
That's what he was known for.
All right, back to the predictions.
Anyways, we got the up and comer, Josh Hokett,
Yes.
against
I am
obviously the
so
biggest
happy
prove-it
he
fight
got
of his
blessed
career.
with a fight, bro.
Yeah, here you go. If you want to see Josh Hokett up in the upper echelon of the heavyweight division, this is obviously how he gets there. I'm gonna be rooting for him. I like him as a person. You know, his personality is freaking ridiculous. I saw that he got into a fight or like an altercation with Jiri at the weigh-in or whatever that was. He was saying some crazy shit at the weigh-in, which is what he always does. So, yeah, give me Hokit. I don't think he's going to submit him. He's probably just going to out wrestle him, get a decision victory. Obviously, I hope to see him improve in the stand up because we've really only seen wrestling out of him. So I
Yeah.
think Blades can bring it out of him a little bit. But yeah, give me Hokit, man.
Yeah, I'm with you there, LT. Josh Hokit. Is this this is not Curtis Blades' what was his last fight? Click on his name real quick. I'm mad dumb right now.
We're admitting defeat right here.
No, we
We don't
are
know.
admitting
Hey, we're
defeat.
not ball knowers with Curtis Blade.
Kunyev.
We don't know him that
Yeah.
good. Kunyev was his last victory
There's
in
a lot of
June of
forgettable
last year.
fights
So
that I don't remember. But I'm gonna go with
yeah, I
Josh
don't
Hokie
blame you.
here, bro.
That
Fast
was nothing.
guy, Curtis Blades. You know, we all know what happened to Curtis Blades last time he went up against the big fast guy, Tom Aspinall, the real goat here. But it's not gonna end well for Curtis Blades. I feel like the same thing's gonna happen. Josh Hook is probably gonna ride another saddle on him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say some
I don't
stuff.
think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but he's going to
No,
out
it won't be.
wrestle him
It
because
won't
Curtis
be that bad.
Blades. Yeah, Curtis Blades is a legit fighter.
No,
It's not like who was
because the
it?
person that
Freeman. What
Josh
was that
Hook,
guy's name?
yeah,
Denzel
Denzel Freeman,
Freeman.
dude,
Come on, yeah, dude, get out of here. That wasn't even a real fight, man.
that was not a real
So
fight.
he's obviously gonna get more of a challenge here. I still think he pulls it off. He pulls it off on the
Yeah.
ground if he
To be
gets the
fair,
win. I
Curtis
think.
Blades did get some pretty good shots on Tom Aspinall before he did get knocked out. So like he does.
Was that not a first round knockout?
It was, but he got like a couple of hits on
He didn't.
Tom Aspinall.
Dude, he knocked him out in like 20 seconds.
Bro,
Don't even give him
if
the
you want,
benefit, dude.
I know, but like you can't even count like if it's a 20-second knockout, you got to count the small stuff, LT. Come on. And
Not like that, dude. Not when you.
Josh Hookett is not Tom Aspinall. Josh Hookett is not going to knock out Curtis Blades in 20 seconds, bro. But well,
Dude? You just compared apples to oranges right there. There's no correlation in what you just said. But hey, yeah, don't talk
I
about
was
Curtis
gassing
Blades
up
being
Josh
good
Hookett,
for
bro,
20
and then you're trying
seconds.
to tell me that he's not going to destroy him. But I don't know. I think it's going to
He's
be
not gonna destroy him.
second round knockout. Josh Hookett, 46
Nah,
seconds into the round.
I think you're full of shit. But you know what? We're on to the next one. We still like Josh Hokett though. We're rooting for Josh there. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna play more slow and methodical. I don't
Yep.
see him getting a finish like that. But anyways, I think this is the most interesting fight. We got Paulo Costa taking on Azamat. I'm not gonna say his last name, but obviously we all know what kind
Mirzakhanov.
of fighter he is. Murzakanov, yeah, there you go. Good job. But I think Azamat is gonna use his wrestling obviously to take it to the ground quick. I don't think Costa has what it takes to get up if he gets taken down. Obviously an established fighter, 15-4. We saw him, put up. Does he have back-to-back wins, or is he just coming off one win, Drake?
I think
Let's double check again.
he's got because I know you got a dub after losing to Strickland.
Yeah,
And
he came back
took,
and
like, a
won. I
really
forget. I
long
think it was
break.
against Kopilov. Yeah, it was against
Yeah, it was
Kopilov,
against
I think.
Kopylov, yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Um,
So he's not. This isn't an easy fight for Azamat. I think his wrestling's just much better than Costa's or Costa. I'm sorry, but yeah. That's all I got to say about that. You got anything?
Azamat's I'm with you there. Azamat's a pretty good dude. He's got pretty good hands as well. I think he won his last fight by knockout, and I bet him on that as well.
Yeah, it was
But
against It was that a prelim fight? This might be his.
I think so.
Yeah,
But
and
I
he
don't want to
jumped to
guarantee
6.
that.
He jumped the ranks pretty quick as well, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good fight.
16 and
Yeah,
0. Will he stay undefeated? I hope so.
I
And
think he
move up
does.
in the rank. Light heavyweight. This might be honestly, if he wins this, that he might be the next one up for contention.
Yeah, light heavyweight's kind of a toss-up now, especially with the Yuri and Olberg fight, depending on who wins that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
Dana's gonna have to look at a few things.
Asma, win this fight, bro. You might get a championship fight your next fight, man.
Not Costa though.
Not
He's got a
Costa.
while.
Yeah, if Costa wins, he's got to have another fight. No,
Yeah, my guy's got a while after
yeah,
that.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not ready. Anyways, I think we both say that Yuri's gonna win this. We're gonna be rooting for him, obviously. We say multiple times
Me and
we're
my
huge.
crazy guys. do crazy
Yeah.
stuff in the hotel
So
room.
I show him something. But yeah, no, but seriously, like we're all obviously we root for Alex Pereira, but I think it's his best opponent. Not by obviously we've seen Pereira get knocked out by Adesanya, but I don't know, something about Yuri with those fights, especially him crying after his
Yeah,
Pereira's last knockout.
yeah.
I don't know, something about it. It's like a storybook rivalry.
Dude, everything
So
he
yeah, I'd
says, it
take that
just
any day
doesn't.
over
Everything he
Adesanya's.
says, it just doesn't seem real. I just can't take him seriously at all.
He's a dude. He's
Like
like
he
a
talks about his
I don't know.
girlfriend, he's like, after my 12th time breaking up with her, I realized my life isn't same without her. Like, what is he doing, bro? Like the way
He's a
he talks.
samurai, and he talks exactly like a samurai. Like if you picture a samurai speaking, it's Yuri. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a he's larger than life, man. I'm gonna
What
be
are you
rooting
thinking
for him.
though? What are you thinking? Is it gonna be close? Is it gonna be a decision? Is it gonna
I
be
think
a
I think he's gonna block some strikes with his face, like he usually does. You know, he's gonna jump off the mat. He's gonna try to throw some flying
Mhm.
knees.
This
Uh,
is this the first how many fights did Yuri have after Pereira? Was it like
two,
was it
two,
two?
three.
Okay, so then he's back to these 5 round fights, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that
absolutely.
last fight that he had with Roundtree, he lost those first 2 rounds and he needed that knockout in the
Yeah,
third round. So I feel like
yeah.
that's gonna be a good advantage for Yuri in this fight with this 5 round fight. Oberg has never fought in a fight. I don't think so. Was he in a fight night main event?
Uh, he may have been, but I'm not sure if the fight went 5 rounds. He may have gotten a
Yeah,
finish.
but even
We'll
so,
check on
it
that.
would have been a fight night at the Apex probably or some shit. But
I don't recall, but yeah, probably. You're not far off.
but
Something like
Yuri
that.
Yuri is back with these 5 round fights, and he loves that shit. I think this guy does not get tired. That third round, bro, he just throws that 1-2 and then dips and then goes for another one. I mean,
The thing with Yuri, yeah, he has to lose at least one round. I feel
do you
like the
see?
opening round, the second
Yeah.
round, he's got to drop one of them in order for him to get a finish. I don't see this fight going to decision. I think somebody goes down, and I think more often than not, man, I think it's going to be Carlos Ulberg going down. So
Yeah.
yeah, the light heavyweight belt. You heard it here first. It's coming
He
home.
told he told Mighty Mouse one time for 24 hours straight he did the 1-2. For
And that's hey, man, dude. That's how he's gonna get the belt. It's dedication like that.
He was like, Mighty
He's
Mouse was
gonna
like,
do it.
what's the craziest training you've ever did? That's what he said. 24 hours straight.
It doesn't get crazier than that.
No, it doesn't. Uh,
It really doesn't.
give me Yuri. Give me Yuri. Give me Yuri by decision. I don't think it's gonna
All
end by
right, so you think
knockout
it's going
though.
to decision?
I
I
think
don't
it's gonna
know.
go to decision.
I feel like Yuri doesn't want it to go to decision.
Nah, he
Obviously, we're
doesn't
talking
want it
about
to. But
Carlos not
Oberg's.
going 5 rounds,
Mhm.
but Yuri almost has to drop rounds in order for him to win fights.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you'd want to play that game. He's gonna obviously fight to get a
Every fight
finish,
he
just
pulls
like
out a new move
everybody.
too. Like what new move
Yeah,
is he
we'll
gonna?
see something. I think we'll see something out of Yuri.
There's
I
that
think he gets
stupid
the
fucking
finish.
jump knee that he was doing against Roundtree that was pissing me
We're gonna
off those
see it
first two
again.
rounds.
No, and I'm not gonna be mad at it this time around because I know what he's trying to set up now. I'm not gonna question anything that guy does because he's on another plane. He's on another level, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just let him do him. I think we're getting the light heavyweight championship back.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all. That's it.
That's pretty much it. Anything you want to add
That's it.
before we close this shit out?
Yuri, you better fucking win, man. We're gonna put some money on you, bro.
Yeah.
Get that win. We're confident in you, bro. We're rooting for you. Let's
Hmm.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ending this video now. UFC 327 this weekend. Let's go, Yuri. Have a good day. Have a good night. Deuces.